Hello, Scorpio Crosswatcher. Welcome to your Crosswatchers only reading. I am Princess India. If you're new, and if you're family, welcome back, my friend. You know what I'm saying? So anywho, with these readings, they are hella late because I have been going through the monstrosity that of which has been my Wokebook for 2021, and it's finally done. So I'm hella behind, but I'm throwing these last few signs. It's just Scorpio, Sag, and Cap that are left. So I'm throwing these last couple of signs in here, and it's, you know, we're in the last week of February. So this is pretty much like for, you know, the middle part of February into the middle part of March. You know what I'm saying? Just to give you some insights into your situation because your girl is late. But anywho, we're going to be looking at the energy between you and your Scorpio person of interest. So if you're not familiar with what these readings are, if you're a Scorpio watching this, you probably shouldn't be watching this because it's not for you. This is for people who are dating a Scorpio person, or you're in a situationship with a Scorpio person and you find yourself in a place to where you need some guidance and some insight. Sorry that I'm shuffling in your ear for says situation. So first, we're going to be looking at our cross watcher, that of which would be you, my friend. And we're going to look at your Scorpio person's energy to get some insights into what's going on. And of course, in the extended, my friends, we're going to be looking at how this person thinks as well as feels about you. So first card, cross watcher. We have the Two of Wands. Then we have the Six of Wands in the reverse. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Very interesting. So what it's looking like, cross watcher, is at present with you and your Scorpio person is thinking about the future. It's a desire to make plans with your Scorpio person in reference to the future. However, with this Queen of Pentacles here, it's a little passive aggressive. I ain't gonna lie. It's almost as if this person were to reach out to you, you're kind of acting as if you're not interested, but you are, because like I said, at one point in time with this Two of Wands here, you were considering making plans for the future with this person, if that's making sense. I'm actually kind of curious as to why. How do we go from the Six of Wands in the reverse to the Two of Wands to the Queen of Pentacles? And I'm sorry, I just flipped it over because it's like, I'm just trying to see what's going on here. That's interesting. You know, what this would look like to me, honestly, cross watcher, this is almost as if like, so this has to be people, I mean, I don't even think y'all could be dating. I mean, you could be. Maybe if you're hanging out with a person, maybe. Because what this kind of looks like is like a person who's a lot more interested than they let on, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like, what's a good scenario for this? Okay, like say if it's a coworker, right? If it's a coworker, or I would never suggest to date like someone who's your friend. Like, I mean, like, you know, if you're like best friends, I wouldn't necessarily suggest to do that. But I mean, who am I? It's just my opinion. But if this is someone who you're like friends with or something like that, or you work with them, like it would have to be someone where this is literally not in the dynamic of where it's starting out romantic. And how this would be is being interested in this person and almost like dropping hints or something like that. And the reason for that is because you see potential in them. How can I say this? You see potential in them to where you could see a future with them, right? However, that's not the vibe you're giving off, if that's making sense. So it's kind of like if they reach out to you or if you talk, it's like you're not, and I mean, I can't really say nothing because I do that. Little confession about me. It's like if I ever had a crush on someone, they would literally have no idea, like whatsoever, because I would never give off any signs that I'm even remotely interested just because I'm shy in real life. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like a vibe like that. It's like being interested in this person like long term, like you really see it being something like not like a fling or nothing like that, but it's like you could really see yourself with the person, but you're not really showing that or giving that off to the person. Now, another way that we could see this with this Six of Wands in the reverse is like you not feeling good enough for this person, or you don't feel like you're their type. You know what I'm saying? That's another way that I could see it, but it's not necessarily saying that that's true per se. It would just be how you perceive yourself. You know what I mean? It's like you want this person and you may like fantasize, because that seems to be a theme, but then again, we're in Pisces season, so I mean, that's normal. But it's like if you fantasize about this person in your head, but it's a stark contrast from what it is that you feel would happen in real life. So that would be the true motivating force behind why it is that you're like kind of standoffish with this person, because like me, confession, hello. It's like it's not wanting to be like rejected. You know what I mean? So it's like you're not going to like say, hey, you, I like you. You know, I like you and I want you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're not just going to come out and say that, because there's always that option on the other side that that person could be like, hey, yeah, don't like you, don't want you. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, it kind of puts you in a difficult position. I'm seeing already from what I've done for, and this is me talking about like soul sessions, because I started the soul sessions as well. And what I did for Pisces, and I could even say like for Libra too, talking about the Crosswatchers only readings, it's like this energy of, and that's for those of you out there who are Libra Scorpio cusps. I get this vibe of like being between like a rock and a hard place. It's like being in, well, I mean, y'all, maybe if you a Libra, because I forgot, this is Crosswatchers, you shouldn't be watching this, but anyway. But it's like this energy of being between a rock and a hard place, where there's a decision that needs to be made, because ultimately, like, that's what happens. It's kind of like if you're in a situation like this, you're kind of back against the wall and either you're going to tell the person how you feel or you're not. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like kind of having yourself in that limbo can cause a sense of frustration. Now, for your Scorpio person, the first card that they have is the Seven of Wands. They got some banders up and things. Then we have the Chariot in the reverse. And then we have the Four of Wands. So more or less, them in reference to you, there isn't a movement forward. And I feel that's kind of like the influence, if you will, for the Six of Wands and the reverse energy that you guys are having, is the fact that the person never really took like, gosh, this is going to cause me to be relevant. I've been saying all week that Princess needs to become more relevant because I am so out of touch. God, what is the term for this? Shoot their shot. That's what the young people say, right? So it's more or less because this person didn't like shoot their shot or like, you know, say something or anything that kind of like, you know, gives you an idea of how they feel or whatever. You know, I feel that's what kind of caused you guys to get into this space, because it almost feels like, dude, it's so weird. Of what I'm seeing. I mean, it's not really weird. Weird for me is always a good thing. I just really mean interesting when I say weird, but not in a derogatory sense. But anywho, it's like the vibe I kind of get with this is like the cross watcher would be like going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like this person could do one thing and you're like, oh my gosh, they're totally into me, right? And then they do something else and you're like, oh God, they're totally not into me. You know what I mean? So I get like this vibe with you guys, and I feel like this energy snapshot that I'm seeing is kind of on that like almost that turn of when you're like, oh my gosh, they're not into me. And then something happens and you're like, oh my gosh, they are. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting, because the Chariot in the reverse, of course, is speaking to a lack thereof of movement forward. You know what I'm saying? If we were to dig a little deeper into your Scorpio person, it's really speaking to the lack thereof of them being on one accord with themselves. So it's like there's a part of them that's kind of like out of sorts And, you know, that's going into like past energy. So ain't none of my damn business energy. You know what I'm saying? But it's like with them, it's like they're kind of out of sorts with themselves. So it's almost like in their connection or interacting with you. And I mean, my thing with this, it could be a myriad of different things that's going on here. But it's they're not taking things forward because of stuff with them that's really not, you know, on the up and up. But with the Seven of Wands, it goes even deeper, because it's like that speaks to me of like boundaries, right? Like this person really standing their ground. So it's like, as far as them like commingling or fraternizing or whatever the case may be, they kind of have their guards up against that. So I mean, this person could have been hurt before, you know what I'm saying? There's the possibilities of that. However, on the other side of things, we could really be speaking to, and this would be like a whole nother group of people, to be quite honest. And this is so weird how I'm seeing this, but the same thing happened in the Libra extended. In the Libra extended reading, there was a message that came out that had absolutely nothing to do with what I said on YouTube. And I was like, I don't even know how the person who this message is for would find their way to this extended reading unless they're a member. Because I know all of my members, they watch the YouTube videos and the extendeds. That's the only way it would have to be for a member person. I might need to ask my members to find out. But with this though, another way I could see this entirely is, and it kind of shifts everything. Okay, this would actually be two different ways I could see this, Crosswatcher. So I'm just gonna say both of them. Okay, the first one that popped up in my mind is that this Crosswatcher person, right? You're dealing with a Scorpio person, and in the recent past, meaning like February, right? It was either you took a chance and said how you felt, or you just were engaging with this person and you got to a point in your mind where you're like, okay, this isn't going to go anywhere. And you kind of just like said, F it, right? And then with us talking about like March now, like this person comes in and they say the truth about how it is that they feel, right? So they're telling you like, maybe because you kind of fell off or whatever the case may be. So then it becomes this thing of this person like expressing themselves to you, you know, and wanting to, you know, like be with you, you know what I'm saying? Like create something that's stable and that has a sense of longevity with you, right? However, right, it would be because of what happened back here, you know what I'm saying? To where it's like some type of doubt or disbelief, which would beg the question of, it would have to be something a lot deeper than that. Because it would have to be something to where this person feels some type of way. And I'm saying this person is if you're not right here, Crosswatcher. It would have to be something like, for you to like this person and for this person to finally say that they like you, right? The only way I could see that is like, say if maybe this was like a hookup kind of thing and you always wanted to be in a relationship with this person, and then suddenly they come forward and they're like, hey, like I want to be in a relationship now. It would have to be something like that, where there's some sense of a history to where you started to feel like some type of way in a not so positive way about them, to where when what it is that you wanted is offered and you're kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But I still kind of feel it's like you're acting like you don't want it, but you do. You know what I'm saying? But it's just kind of like making them wait or whatever. It's just like, oh, I don't know, I have to think about it type of deal. But you know, you really want to be with the person though, if that's making sense. But on the other side of that, it's like the other way that I would see this is this would more or less be like two people who actually were together or in some type of entanglement type of deal, you know what I'm saying? And the person not being ready, you internalizing them not being ready, you know what I'm saying? And it's that literal passive aggression moving forward. It's like, even though this person does, like, the sole reason why this person would be coming back, but this would kind of be like a cyclical kind of thing of like, this person only becomes interested in, well, let me say that differently. Not saying that they only become interested when you become disinterested, but it's like, it's someone who kind of takes you for granted, if that makes sense. So it's when they take you for granted to a point where you get, you know, flustered and you decide to, you know, kind of fall back or whatever. It's like, that's when they come running like, hey, wait. You know what I'm saying? Like, I care about you, I love you, but I want you type of deal. You know what I'm saying? And this would be like a cross watcher who's kind of gotten tired of their SHIT in so many words. But it's still not really speaking to whether or not they're serious about it. The only thing that I find kind of iffy about this cross watcher, if I were to be like honest, it would be the Four of Wands here, because it's like the Four of Wands is more of like a celebratory kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? It's like a good time. You know what I mean? But it's not really speaking to like longevity per se. It's just kind of like that high of the concept or the idea of longevity, but it's not necessarily speaking to the possibility for such of a thing. But if I say that, I could say the same thing with the Two of Wands. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's movement forward or you know, the possibilities of the future, but it's not speaking to like concrete. Like, it's not like a Pentacles card or something where it's like, you know, thoughts and, you know, feelings and like will have come together to make something tangible, like what Pentacles would represent. This is just very much of like that passion, desire, like sensory consciousness type of stuff. So it's almost like the idea. So it's kind of like if you hear people say like, you know, when you're in love with the idea of someone, but not actually the person, it's like, that's kind of the vibe that I get when Wands cards are coming up. And you guys have 4 Wands cards here. You know what I'm saying? The only Pentacles that we have is this Queen of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying? And then we have a Major Arcana in the reverse. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the rest of this energy, it's not anything that's very like concrete, you know? But it's like at the same time, it's like the Queen of Pentacles is really speaking to, you know, being grounded and being assured. So what I can say about this is, in the event that the cross watcher person is more or less thinking, and I don't know if y'all are Tauruses, because I mentioned the Taurus reading. I don't know, man. Y'all got to look at this person's birthday, because of the Scorpio person that you're watching for. If they're a Libra Scorpio cusp, that means that they would be born between like, and it's different for different people, but somewhere between the 21st and the 23rd of October, because it becomes Scorpio season on the 23rd of October, but you know, different stuff. It's like in those couple of days range. So I don't know if your Scorpio person falls within those days, if their birthday is October 21st, 22nd, 23rd, maybe 24th, somewhere around that line. Because this reminded me of Libra, and with Libra, I talked about the Taurus reading. Because I was saying that the person, like the Libra person that the cross watcher was watching for, that it reminded me how they were behaving similar to what I saw in the Taurus cross watchers reading, which was like being very focused on like, you know, their career and money and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's more the case, and like this person just came to him, was like, oh wait, hold on, I actually like you type of deal. But I felt this vibe, like I'm feeling this vibe from this Queen of Pentacles card, where it's kind of like if you guys are kind of icing out and saying F this, I'm just gonna focus on my money type of deal. But that's kind of like the vibe I get. Oh Lord, y'all got the 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Well, I mean, this could be cumbersome. That's understandable. I don't know, y'all. I need to pull more cards on this because I feel a way. Because it's almost as if it's like, the thing I want to say is almost like this too much. This too much. Oh God, the High Priestess. Didn't I just say earlier, like none of my damn business? Those of you guys who have been with me for a while know that every time the High Priestess comes up in a Crosswatchers only reading, that's pretty much like Spirit saying none of your damn business. And I literally said that up there. I was like, with this, you know, Chariot in the reverse, because I was like, this is going towards the past energy, even though it's like it's saying it's something back here that led to that. But I was like, I feel like it's saying none of my damn business. But with this High Priestess, it's like none of your damn business. So there is elements of stuff with this person that you guys don't know, but I could say the same for you guys as well. There's things about you they don't know. They're like how you guys may be feeling, i.e. in the event that they have no idea how it is that you feel. Just saying, you know? And it's like you not really understanding what's going on with them and why it is that there isn't a type of movement forward, if that makes sense. But again, we have the 8 of Wands here, and that's speaking to like a block. So how it is that you, and again, it's another freaking wand. So here's the deal. And then we got the World in reverse. Okay, look, let me tell you something. In the World in reverse, of course, like that's Piscean energy with the High Priestess. The Chariot is Cancerian energy. And then with the World, we're talking about Taurus energy and Aquarius energy and Pisces energy and Scorpio. I think I said Aquarius already. I hope I did. But anyway, but that's what that is speaking to, all of the fixed signs. But with that being in the reverse, it's more or less still speaking to this element that I feel with this past energy, which is the lack thereof of forward movement. It's like there's a desire to go in one particular direction, but the timing isn't right. And that's really what the World in the reverse is saying. So it's like in reference to all of this, I understand why the 10 of Wands would be at the bottom of the deck, because it's like it's overwhelming and it's cumbersome because you're wanting something to happen that's just not happening. But the World in reverse is saying that the timing isn't right for that thing to happen, if that makes sense. Because there's a lot more going on with this than you know, but it's the same on the other side. It's like, I feel with this Scorpio person, they're not aware that you're feeling how you're feeling. And it's still that same theme I saw with Libra too, where it's almost like wanting someone to see something that they have no grounds or even framework to even be able to get insight into or to see, if that's making sense. You know what I'm saying? And I feel really, what I could tell you, Crosswatchers, like if you really feel like you and this person are supposed to be something, or y'all supposed to be together, it's like you really have no choice but to just like trust. You know what I'm saying? Like trust the process. It's like things aren't always going to happen when you want, you know what I'm saying? So it's like if you really feel some type of connection with this person and you feel like you and this person are supposed to be together, there's a lot going on with them that you're not aware of. But I mean, if that's how you feel, it's like just allow it to unfold, if that makes sense. It's like don't pressure it, don't push it, don't try to make things happen or make them see something, because there's a whole nother side to the story that I feel like you guys don't really know. So there's a reason, in so many words, why this is not moving forward. So it feels very open-ended to me. You know what I'm saying? Like there's the potential for it. You know what I'm saying? Because if like with this 4 of Wands, I would say like with the Scorpio person, and I'm not gonna make Scorpio jokes, y'all. I'm not gonna do it. But it's like I feel like with them, it's like they just want to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just want to be happy about something. You know what I'm saying? They want to find joy and stability and something. You know what I'm saying? And it's not really so much saying that it's you per se, but it's like that's something that they want, but it's like they're on guard and they have their boundaries up because of stuff that they've been through in the past that's still very much like present, but spiritual princess none her damn business. So I can't tell you what that is. You know what I'm saying? But don't overburden yourself with how it is this is panning out, because the timing is not right for it to pan out that way. You feel what I'm saying? So anywho, I'm going over to my network, my new network and things. To do you guys extended, we're going to look at how the person thinks and feels about you. So if you're about that life, follow me on over there. The link is in the description box, and it's probably gonna be around here because I'm fancy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going over there to do you guys extended. It's on Vimeo too. If you don't want to be a cool kid and join the network, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, but we're gonna look at how the person thinks and feels about you, my friends. So most definitely let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, because YouTubers say that. Like this video, share it with your friends if they're not going to call you evil for watching tarot, and like subscribe to my channel if you'd like, and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love your face, and I'll see you guys in the extended, because I know you're going to go watch it because you're a cool kid and you love me and I love you, right? We have like a whole little agreement going on. Okay, see you later.